Welcome back to the Open Working Group. I'm your host, Andrea, and today we're exploring a convergence that's defining the next era of trade and finance, where digital trust, that we talked about last episode, meets sustainability. So, we've talked before about digital corridors, interoperability, and the governance of trust. But now the conversation is shifting toward building green and transport trade networks, while the digital infrastructure of trust also supports environmental and social integrity. In today's episode, we'll explore how digital corridors can integrate ESG data, traceability, and carbon accounting to trade systems, and what this means for governments, financial institutions, and businesses working toward a sustainable, transparent global economy. Because the future of trade isn't just digital, it's digitally sustainable. So now let's start with the big picture. We're witnessing two global transitions falling simultaneously. The digital one, driven by automation, data exchange, platform interoperability, and the sustainability transition, driven by the urgent need to decarbonize, measure impact, and align with global ESG frameworks. For years, these two agendas, digital and green, ran in parallel. Now they're merging. Why? Because sustainability requires data you can trust, and digitalization provides tools to verify and share that data securely. A digital corridor equipped with verified identity, traceable records, and real-time data exchange doesn't just accelerate trade, it allows trade to be measured, monitored, and improved from an environmental and social standpoint. So the future of sustainable trade isn't about reporting fact, it's about building trust into the transaction itself. So what does this mean when we say digital trust enables sustainability? It means that every piece of trusted digital infrastructure, from identifier to signatures to ledgers, becomes a foundation of for verifiable sustainability data. Now let's break it down. First, digital identity and provenance. When each entity, from farmer to exporter to retailer, has a verifiable digital ID, we can trace not only who participated in the trade, but how their practices align with sustainability criteria. For instance, the coffee cooperative in Ethiopia can attach verified environmental data, such as soil conservation or organic certification, to its digital trade profile. Second, data integrity and traceability. Using technologies like blockchain and verifiable credentials, digital corridors ensure that sustainability data, whether emissions, energy use, or labor conditions, can be trusted. That means fewer false claims, more transparency, and better accountability throughout value chain. Third, automation and verification. Smart contracts and digital signatures can automatically verify whether goods meet ESG thresholds before trade, financing, or customs clearance is granted. This transforms sustainability from a compliance burden into an operational advantage. In short, digital trust transforms sustainability from promise into a proof. Next step is integration. How do we embed ESG data directly into the trade ecosystem? Digital corridors can serve as conduits for verified sustainability data, connecting exporters, logistic providers, banks, and regulators through trusted channels. Imagine this. A shipment of textiles leaves Vietnam. Its documentation, verified digitally, includes not only its origin, but also its carbon footprint and labor certification. Customs in the EU receives data already validated by trusted digital ID framework. The importer's bank uses that verified ESG data to apply green trade finance rates, rewarding sustainable suppliers. This is not science fiction. It's already been tested in initiatives linking digital product passports, ESG reporting standards, and carbon registries with trade data. When ESG data becomes part of the digital DNA of trade, sustainability stops being an afterthought. It becomes the default. Let's focus now on carbon accounting, because it's what digital trust and sustainability most clearly intersect. Carbon accounting requires precise, verifiable data from production to transport to delivery. But until now, process has been fragmented and opaque. With digital trust frameworks, that changes. Through verifiable data exchange, emissions can be tracked in real time along the supply chain. Energy data from factories, transport emissions from logistic partners, and offset credits from certified registries. Each data point can be digitally signed, timestamped, and linked to a verified identity, making carbon data auditable and tamper-proof. This transparency opens its door to green financing, carbon pricing, and sustainable sourcing at scale. It also reduces the cost of compliance. Instead of preparing endless reports, business can share authenticated data directly with regulators or investors through interoperable systems. That's not just climate action, that's climate efficiency built on digital trust. Exactly what we were discussing prior to this episode. Now, who ensures that this new trust ecosystem actually works? It takes collaboration across three levels. First level, global institutions, the ICC, WTO, UNCFACT, are aligning digital trade frameworks with sustainability goals, promoting interoperability across legal and data standards. Their work ensures the carbon footprint recorded in one country can be recognized in another. Second, national regulators that integrated sustainability into digital trade strategies, setting standards for ESG disclosure and trusted data exchange. For instance, the EU's Corporate Sustainability Reporting Directive, CSRD, and the DPP, the Digital Product Passport framework, are defining how verified sustainability data flows through supply chains. Third and last, private sector platforms. Technology providers, trade networks, and financial institutions are embedding ESG verification directly into their platforms. They're not just facilitating trade, they're curating an ecosystem of trusted sustainability data. Together, these three actors form the governance backbone of green digital corridors, ensuring that sustainability data isn't just shared, but trusted, comparable, and enforceable. As we look ahead, one thing becomes clear: digital trust is the enabler of sustainable globalization. We're moving toward a world where trade corridors are not just highways for goods, but ecosystems of verified data. Companies compete not only on price and quality, but on integrity, traceability, and environmental impact. Digital corridors that integrate sustainability data can help solve three of trade's biggest challenges. First, transparency, enabling full visibility from producer to consumer. Second, accountability, embedding verification into every transaction. Third and last, incentivization, rewarding sustainable practices with better market access and financial terms. This is how we build trust that sustains and sustainability that scales. Digital trust and sustainability are no longer separate conversation. We've seen this all through this episode. The two sides of the same transformation, One focuses on transparency, the other on responsibility. By embedding verified ESG data, carbon metrics, and traceability into digital trade corridors, we can build a system where every transaction supports not just commerce, climate, and community. The future of trade will never get tired of saying this. It's green, digital, and trustworthy. And it's been built right now, one corridor at a time. So, thanks for listening to me, for listening to the Open Working Group podcast episode. If you all enjoyed this one, follow the show wherever you get your podcast. And join me next time as we explore how trusted data ecosystems are reshaping investment and sustainability reporting around the world. Until then, stay curious, stay focused, stay digital. Goodbye, and see you soon.